when we're talking about the American Silver Eagle, it's changing next year. And this is seismic. I will use Mike's word. It's a really big deal that they're going from a design they've used since the very beginning, and now next year in 2021, it's going to be different. So if anybody can get their hands on the old one, the current one, basically, you want to get it. Well, because of that, and then you add a whole lot of craziness because of COVID, it's resulted in this emergency issue. And I think this is one of the most fascinating stories. And I love, 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 and you guys will also receive this piece of paper that comes with it. So Mike, explain what an emergency issue is.
Well, it's fascinating. So the United States government, of course, the 2020 Silver Eagle has been it's been insane. Everybody wants it last year of issue. They're changing the design in 2021. They're doing all that stuff. But because of the current events going on, they've not been able to keep up with demand. Well, then it got even worse. The San Francisco Mint had to shut down for 6 weeks, and then the West Point Mint had to shut down. And the West Point Mint is the mint that produces American Silver Eagles. They were so far behind, they just needed to do what they could to try to keep up with demand because they're so far behind. And so we heard that the sister mint of the West Point Mint at Philadelphia had made some American Silver Eagles, and they traditionally don't do that. They did that really one other time in 2015. They did some of these. It wasn't an emergency issue. They just kind of, did some down there. Those coins, those 2015 Ps in 69, I think are, I don't know, $500 to $1,000.
Okay.
This coin, however, so we asked the Mint, did you make coins at Philadelphia? And given the fact that they have to tell us this, it's public information through the Freedom of Information Act, they sent a letter. And it's from the Department of the Treasury, United States Mint, Washington, D.C., dated April 27th, 2020. In light of the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, the United States Mint has temporarily reduced production in its facilities in order to reduce the risk of employee exposure to COVID-19. The health and safety of the U.S. Mint workforce remains our highest priority. Typically, American Silver Eagle bullion coins are minted at the West Point Mint facility. However, due to the reduced production at the West Point Mint facility amid the coronavirus pandemic from April the 8th until April the 20th, 2020, the United States Mint at Philadelphia produced 240,000 American Silver Eagle bullion coins at Philadelphia. Not 240 million, not 24 million, not 2.4 million, 240,000 coins. You get a copy of this letter, by the way. So when you get this, we send a copy of that letter with it. So that you're going to get. So the only way to get these is you had to get, and it gives you, see down there towards the bottom, it tells you the box number of the coins. If you can pick up that big green box
Sure.
behind it, that is the box, the sealed box that comes from the United States Mint. Remember, they do not sell those to the general public. You can only get these through what are called authorized purchasers. There are 500 coins in there, and there's the box number. We actually wrote that in there. They write it in a little different way. And that box number is 400,261 is what this box was. So it's one of those Eagles because it was 400,000 through 400,479. Those were the only boxes that were from this. So you have to send the whole box sealed.
The whole thing sealed.
To the grading company. Okay, there's straps, there's seals on there. And then they open it up and they certify it and certify the provenance that it is one of the 240,000 Philadelphia minted American Silver Eagles because it does not bear a mint mark. It has to be denoted by the certification company itself. It has to be denoted by the certification company. That's the key to this. This has been, from its inception, the best-selling coin we have ever had on HSN in almost every level possible. We had Annex, Mint State 70 first day of issues, completely sold out. We had Annex, Mint State 69 first day of issues, completely sold out. We had NGC Mint State 70s, completely sold out. We had NGC Mint State 69s, we were completely sold out. PCGS 70s, sold out. PCGS 69s, sold out. ICG 70s, sold out. This is the only coin I have left. I have got a handful of the Mint State 69 ICGs. I believe that all 240,000 coins have already been certified. I believe all 240,000 coins have been certified, and what's made is made, what's done is done. It's already out there in the marketplace, and so now everything is on the secondary market. Everything is on the secondary market in terms of the emergency issues. They were done, like I said, because of the coronavirus pandemic. The letter explains it. You get the letter. Okay, understand you get the letter with your coin to be able to do this, and that is of critical importance here. So you've got 2020 American Silver Eagles, the last year, certainly the last full year of issue of this design, of the heraldic eagle design that you see right here. Demand has been insane. I mean, it's been 200%, 300%, 400%, 500% higher than any other Silver Eagle that we have ever offered. I mean, from '86 until today, and I've been offering these coins for decades here on HSN. Understand it's once in a lifetime opportunity for 2020s, because by law they cannot change the design again for another 25 years. I will not be here in 25 years selling coins on HSN. I can tell you that right now. So it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It is the transition year. It's the legacy year. But that is all the 20, 30, 40, 50 million regular Silver Eagles, where there's this tiny microcosm of American Silver Eagles. This tiny little subset of 240,000 coins that are set off from those tens of millions of coins that were made at Philadelphia. They have to be certified. They have to be certified because they are not distinguishable otherwise, because the United States government attempts or intends for the American Silver Eagle to be homogeneous regardless of the mint that it is made at. And so because of that, you have to send the entire box into the certification company, and you've got to certify all 500 coins. It's of critical importance for you to understand what that is. And so that is exactly what you've got. That is the critical importance that you've got in this coin, and this is the last of everything that we have in the emergency issues. So these are your last opportunities. We had the Mint-State 70s last week? I think the HSN price on those were $299 was the HSN price. I think the PC Jets was $329. The NGCs were just, I mean, we sold every single solitary one of those out over and over, sold thousands. Of the 240,000 coins, I bet you we sold 10,000 of them here on HSN. They've been so phenomenally popular, and now we're down to the last bit of this absolutely historic coin in an absolutely historic year.
Well, and I think what's neat about this is, again, you're getting it on the story. Just the base story is the coin's changing next year. You always want the last and you always want the first. And I've said it, and you got to put it on your calendar. Join Mike and I on New Year's Eve, and you're going to be able to get the last right now and the first of the new one. And that bookend story is huge, 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 right? But what makes this so special is the fact that there's no mint mark on it. And they have to go through this crazy process of sending this green box directly to the grader, then they certify that, yes, this was that unique story from the Philadelphia Mint. It's like almost like a treasure hunt, you know, where you're searching for this really unique little treasure, and then boom, you finally find it. I love the fact it comes with a letter. I think that's so great. You actually get the full government story from the Mint, telling them exactly from the Freedom of Information Act, exactly what occurred. So now you even have the history behind how unique this is. And if you understand just the benefits of owning the last of a coin, that's a big deal. And then, Mike, you add all these extra little hidden nuggets to it. That's why it makes this one so exciting and so collectible.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I love with that.